And welcome, sim racing fans, to another fantastic broadcast by the Sim Racing Network. Tonight is the Transervice Cup Series for the Sim500 guys at Kansas Motor Speedway. And with me in the booth tonight is Don Runkle Jr. And in case you're wondering, yes, this is John Mustian Jr. I have returned. My outing in the mysterious depths of computer hell has finally ended, and I am back. Good evening. Hey, Don.
How are you, John?
I'm peachy, man. I am peachy.
Yeah,
I'll
have a
tell
good
you what,
race tonight.
I am so excited about this race. I can't tell you. Um, I've done, I don't know, 5 or 6 races myself this week in the A car here at Kansas. Loved every single lap of it, man. And to be honest with you, Don, everything I saw was almost exactly like what we saw Saturday night in the Cup Series on TV. I mean, the package is almost dead on here as far as realism goes with what we saw on TV Saturday night.
Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to take any laps in the A car with this package at this particular track yet here at Kansas, but I have been talking to a lot of drivers, and they reflect exactly what you've been saying. Just a lot of close racing. It's a lot of these guys are actually calling this place what they call it. Somebody called it Kansadega or something like that, because it's like Kansas and Talladega at one. And yeah, so we're going to see how this will go. I think it'll be a really good package tonight. These guys at Sim500 should put on one heck of a show for us here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we're looking at a pit window between 48 and 52 laps on fuel. Tires, depending on how hard you drive the car, Don, like I said, I ran several races this week. And, if you drive it real hard, throttle all the way down every lap of the race, you'll start to feel some tightness about 15, 20 laps in. If you take care of those tires, believe it or not, you can move the car around a little bit and arc it in a little bit high going into turns and still get just as much speed off the car at lap 49 as you did at lap 2. So, it's a really good package. It really puts a lot of it back in the driver's hands. Everybody that I've heard complain, those are the guys that can't deal with tire fall off or understand that you can't just drive full throttle for the entire fuel run. The ones that get this package are the ones that understand taking care of those tires. So with this entire field that we have at Sim500, we know the vast majority of these guys are in that latter half that know how to take care of the tires and know how to take care of the car. So I predict one hell of a race tonight.
Yeah, I was talking to Steve Gottschalk and Anthony DeBarro before the race, and they were both saying the exact same thing. They were saying that basically it's going to be a matter of who abuses their tires, and it's going to be up to the drivers. This is going to be one of those kind of tracks to where it's really the tire wear is really going to separate the guys that know how to take care of the guys and know how to take care of their car, and the guys that don't know how to take care of their car. And just talking about Anthony DeBarro right now, he's currently sitting on the pole. We still got a little bit of time left, about 30 seconds left until qualifying's over, but Anthony has set a blistering lap so far.
Yeah, it's a real good lap for a single car run right there. I cannot get over how much fun this thing was this week, man. I've never been a fan of Kansas because if you remember, last year before this last build came out, this last package, the High Line was really it. You couldn't get down low in the turns,
Yep.
especially in 1 and 2, because you would eat the tires up one and you just lost so much momentum. Well, that's not the case now. You can run anywhere on the damn track you want to. I mean, literally. So, well, qualifying's almost over, and like you said, it looks like he got the pole, man. So we're going to try and pull Anthony up here in a second. Just give us a few seconds to find him, make sure he's even in TeamSpeak tonight, and we'll get a word with our pole sitter. Hey, look at that. We got the pole sitter up here. How about you there, Anthony DeBarro? This is John up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, how you doing tonight?
Well, my friend, one hell of a lap you put down there, buddy. 30.312 got you the pole tonight. Talk to us about your lap.
It was more of just hitting my marks and holding that white line as close as possible to that apron so I could not scrub it, but keep the speed up and getting a good arc into the corner. It was really not that hard, but I don't know how I had a 200s cap with the same setup as everyone else though.
Believe it or not, it's however much space was between your car and that white line around the track is what dictates that. Believe it or not, I ran a few of these races myself this week, and before it was over with, I was literally qualifying on the white line all the way around the track, even down the backstretch to cut time off. But anyway, congratulations on your pole run there, my friend. We look forward to watching the race. What's going to be your strategy? All out for the entire fuel run, or are you going to try and take care of those tires?
If you're the leader, you could pretty much stay all out, but if you're gonna have to manage, if you're in the pack, so we'll see what happens here. I think we have a really good car and good shot at this thing tonight.
All right, Anthony. Well, we're looking forward to watching what you can do, bud. Good luck.
Yeah, talk to you soon. Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
And that was our pole sitter, Anthony DeBarro. Real quick, let's give you a top 10 rundown. Anthony DeBarro, as we said, takes home the pole, 30.312. To his outside, Justin Fuller in the 51 car. Not a man who is, well, shall we say, not accustomed to a little bit of controversy. Eh?
Definitely not. And starting behind those fellas there is going to be Jose Gonzalez in the 26 car. Next to him is going to be Daniel Falkingham in the 39 car.
Inside row 3, Mike Kelly in the 2 car. Outside of him, Nicholas Cohan in the 21.
Behind them is going to be the 81 of Adam Gilliland. Next to him is going to be Trey Edson in the number 40.
Inside row 5, E.J. O'Rourke in the 41. To his outside, Shane Ewing. That's your top 10, folks. The rest of the field will scroll by on the counter there. But I don't know if you noticed this or not, but it looks like Cohan's team is a little underfunded this week.
A little underfunded? What do you mean?
He's got duct tape numbers.
Yeah, he does.
He stole that out of my page, that turd.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got no sponsors. He's got like a crappy-ass paint job.
Well, I see, like, it looks like a test car. He's got 5-hour energy, but it's in black lettering. And it's like, it almost looks like he bought a car from another. Yeah, he bought a car from another team, couldn't afford to put the stickers on, so they just duct tape numbers on.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good little idea he has there. But I just wanted to point that's pretty fun. You know, you can do a lot of great stuff with these paint jobs. But anyway, up front, man, here we go. The lights are off on our pace car. They're coming through 3 and 4. We'll be getting the green this time by. And folks, it's going to be one hell of a race. So make sure you stay with us through all of it. And I tell you what, I am so looking forward to this Transervice Cup Series race tonight. Don, I'm just sitting beside myself. Who the hell is Doug?
I don't know. Who's Doug? Pace car's off. Maybe Doug's in the pace car.
Yeah, Doug drives the pace car. Here we go. Green flag is out, and DeBarro wastes no time. He's on the gas hard. Now, folks, don't be surprised when we look back in this field and we'll see 3, 4, maybe even 5 wide come to the trioval at times tonight, because these cars, that's just how they drive. And DeBarro's wasting no time at all. Gets down to that white line right there, and like we've talked to a bunch of drivers tonight, that's going to be the preferred line for most of this race until those tires start to give out there, Don.
Okay, Steve. Yeah, you're right. No, well, we talked to DeBarro before the race. Our pole sitter there, and he was basically saying, when you're out front, you can pretty much just go all out and send it. So I guess that's pretty much going to be his race strategy since he's leading right now. Just going to try to keep that Coors Light car right there on that white line.
Yeah, watch his exit right here, coming off of 2. He won't get very far from that white line at all.
Not at all.
And you don't have to. The car just drives like that. But look on the outside, just like at Talladega, we see a 2, 3 car pack right there, and they'll gather that momentum up. Now, the problem is, though, after about 10 laps, that outside line is going to get really tight on exits. They got to make that pass before entry to the turn.
And see, the thing is also is these guys, this is not like Talladega Daytona. There's no out of bounds here. These guys can go below that white line, as you saw Anthony do there in the trioval right there at the start-finish line. These guys can use that apron, and they will, as you see, throughout the whole entire night. But the thing is, a lot of those guys will swing down there, and when they merge back up onto the track, sometimes that can cause a problem because guys, there's little blind spots. People don't see each other. You can't exactly rely on that spot all the time.
Don't give a crap. And
that too. I've had that happen.
Yeah.
That does happen a lot too.
I tell you what, I got passed in a race this week. Now watch Anthony's line right here as he comes off of 2, and you'll see he holds that thing down there on the line. But the guy that was behind me, two guys gained up on me and passed down there below the blue cone, that second white line. And I was either get off the gas or we were all going to wreck, because when they came back up in the track, there was no stopping them. They came straight up, onto the track and almost to the wall. So it was crazy, but I would not be surprised if we saw it. But meanwhile, we have a fight up front. Look at this, almost 3-car fight for the lead. Fuller got pushed to the front, and look at that, cuts right back down in front of DeBarro. So put Justin Fuller to the front. Kind of ditches his help back there. Falkingham and the third car back.
He keeps going back and forth, actually. He's trying to break that lineup, if you noticed.
Again,
and DeBarro,
just like Talladega,
it kind of looked like, I don't mean to cut you off there, it kind of looked like DeBarro kind of had a little bit of enough of that nonsense of changing lines there. You could actually see DeBarro, he was giving him a little bit of a bumper there before they came into turn 4, and you see they're kind of playing a little fender game, little hand gestures out the windows there.
4 wide just now. Didn't mean to cut you off there,
Don.
You're
good.
4 wide behind these guys in turn 2. and no incident. That's so great about A, this package, and B, these guys at Sim500. These guys can drive their asses off like this, lap after lap after lap, and have no issues at all.
Look at that, 3 wide back there. Look at this, right there,
Five
this
wide.
third row.
5 wide.
5
now.
wide. I mean, this is incredible. This package is great, and like you were saying, these cars are a lot more stable. They just seem more stable, a little bit easier to drive with this package. So,
I saw a couple of things this week that, if it had been me on the receiving end, I might have been pissed off about it. But I saw a couple of guys make passes by literally
fucking him,
pushing the car in front of them so hard down into the turn that it forced the guy in front of them to just get off the gas before they hit the wall. But we're riding now on board with Ben Kilcrease, who is
right in the middle of it.
literally. I didn't know how to word this. He's just literally right in the middle of this. He's got Nesquik on his car this week. What the hell?
I don't know, but he's definitely right in the middle of that 3 wide.
No!
He's right there next to Cohan. I mean, it's tightening up here. These guys, this is only lap 8, ladies and gentlemen. We're not even 10 laps in, and these guys are already battling the way they are.
The only thing I noticed when I was running this week is if it stays green, it will thin out just a little bit. And then when they had the green flag pit stops, it was just like a Talladega. When you see a Talladega green flag pit stops, really spread the field out,
Yeah.
So, I mean, but other than that, it's going to be like this for a very long time. These drivers are going to have to be so focused.
Oh, look at Ben. I
Oh!
thought Ben was going to hook Nick Cohan there for a minute. Nick looks like he was going to come up the track. Ben was trying to stick his nose in there just a little bit. They're still 3 wide. I mean, this is crazy. And now we got 3 wide up here with Andy DeBarro for second.
Yep, and it's not, like I said, this is not going to let up. So these guys really have to be on their game completely and totally focused. Now, see what Fuller just did right there?
Oh.
He arced it up high. What you got?
I just saw smoke. I thought it was a lag. I thought somebody wrecked. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, Fuller did what I was talking about, man. He arced it up high and went down low, apex really low in the turn, and then lets it drift back up to the wall. So he's trying his best to save a little bit of tire, because he is a sitting duck right now. But here, it's kind of spreading out now, kind of settling down, which, is not the word I really want to use because it's not calm at all out there. But we're not seeing 5 wide anymore. But real quick, folks, before we get out of wind completely, tonight is the last night for the Dash for Cash Finals. This is it. And what we've been talking about for the last few weeks is they start off with 8 drivers and they advance, through each stage, kind of like a mid-season chase, if you will. So tonight's the finals, and the final 4 drivers that are that qualify for this are Justin Fuller, who's leading right now, Dave Comstock, Chad Cole, and Trey Edson. First place tonight gets $60, second place gets 40, third gets 30, and fourth place gets 20. And it's just like a championship race would be. It's whoever finishes wherever ahead of the other 3 is how that's paid out. So you don't even have to win the race to get $60. So in the meantime, back up front, we've got Gilliland making a shot for the lead. Down low, is going to try and slide up in front of Fuller. Doesn't quite clear him, so Fuller's going to come back on the outside.
Fuller's going to have none of that.
Falkingham is going to poke his nose in this, and oh my goodness, I really thought he was trying to take it 3 wide right there, but he didn't. But look at this, Gilliland down on the inside, on that white line, just a little bit below. Oh, he got loose. He hit the apron right there. He's going to lose a lot of ground, but he saves the car.
Wow.
Outstanding save by Gilliland right there.
That
Don.
was an outstanding save right there. He could have came back up the track, and that could have been a mess. But he's not too bad. He was able to gather it back up. Still going to be in the top 10 here. He's got some help behind him, so I think he'll be okay. But he's still fighting that car a little bit. A lot of these guys are really getting close on doors. We're 4 wide right now for the lead.
Oh, my God. 4 wide for the lead. Falkingham up there. Give it to him that time by, but immediately the 40 car of Trey Edson got it. But look at this on the outside. Oh, he throws the block on DeBarro up on
This
the
is
outside.
insane. There's so many moves going on, we can't keep up with them all, ladies and gentlemen. We got a caution on the track. Somewhere in the back, it looks like. Yep, back, way in the back.
A lot of smoke. I'm looking for.
We're looking for numbers, ladies and gentlemen, so we can tell you what's going on here.
Campbell is sideways. Oh, yeah, we got a couple of cars involved in this thing here. Chad Coleman's a late entry into it. It started with Glenn Campbell in the 44. And as you see in the replay there, he had a little help. I don't know if he came up and the 41 got tapped by 83.
Big wreck, a lot of cars.
Yeah, a lot of cars involved. Gottschalk's involved in that, but that started with the 83 of Jason Barham. Gave the 41 a little tap on exit of turn there. 41 tried to gather it up, got into Glenn there. The 91 came down. He got into the 20. Man, just all kinds of ruckus right there, but that's too bad. But that really kind of gave these guys a chance to catch their breath there, Don. And Us as well.
Ooh, I mean, that was just we're lap 15 that wreck happens on or whatever, and I mean, these guys we're seeing it 4 wide for the lead for a while there, 3 wide, 5 wide. I mean, this is just insane racing. It's basically restrictor plate racing at Kansas. I mean, they were right.
Absolutely. Now, folks, this is the bane of these drivers' existence. Pit road. I cannot tell you in all the months I've been doing Sim500 broadcasting how many mistakes on pit road I've seen cost guys a race. So we're going to watch these guys get in. Edson's into his pit box flawlessly. Good for him. So we'll go on down the pit road a little bit there. Looks like everybody got in pretty good there, and that's what it's going to take. No mistakes at all because we've seen it, Don. This race is not going to forgive a single mistake anywhere on track.
No, not at all. You don't want to slide through. You don't want to be too far to the right, too far to the left. Speed. So many different factors that can happen to you on pit road that can mess you up.
Oh, I think DeBarro won the race off pit road there. It was close, but that is the benefit
That was
of
really
having
close.
that first pit stall right there. He doesn't have to worry about speeding.
No, he sure doesn't. He can just lay it down and go. He doesn't have to worry about it. There's basically not enough time between his pit stall and the line to be able to speed. So that's, like you said, you want to get that pole position, be able to get a good spot
So,
on
Don,
pit road.
what do you think so far of this package at Kansas, man?
I can't wait to get my A license back so I can start doing some races here.
Well, you could have just done what all the other non-A licensed guys do and race the NIS.
Yeah, but
I know. I'm just messing.
I don't need that kind of anxiety in my life.
I'm saying, dude, that race. I'm never doing another one. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, those are too long for me. I don't have that kind of focus.
It's not the length, and I don't mean to sound like a dick when I say this, but just because you have an A license or you have the A card doesn't mean you should be driving it. And there are so many guys.
Oh, you're right about that.
That just don't know how to handle this vehicle. But I'm not going to complain anymore. I love it. Here we go. The lights are off on the pace car. Dude, I had a great week. I won this week in the A Open. I won a race,
Congratulations.
man.
Open,
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I haven't done that, and I don't even know when the last time I won was, but it felt great. But anyway, we're about to go back to racing. Now, folks, don't forget, we've got 3 ways that you can view us. We call it our triple threat of broadcasting. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Just search the Sim Racing Network. Give us a like and a follow. It'll set up your notifications and go live. It'll let you know when we go live. You'll get a little tinkle, a little bell, whatever the hell you want to call it. Well, hey, mine dingles, not dingles. Okay, let's go back to the race here, Don. Let's just get back to the race, okay? Leave me alone. My phrase choices tonight may be suspect.
Yeah. Just
So the lights are off on our pace car. Hey, Don, why don't you take him back to green, buddy?
Yeah.
No,
Pace
pressure,
car's
mate.
not. I'm sorry. I just couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. Doug in the pace car is pulling off on the pit road there. Anthony DeBarro is going to lead this pack. Followed by next to him is going to be Trey Edson, and these guys are getting the green. There goes Anthony DeBarro, and he is wasting no time, just like before. He gets that low line. He's going to keep that Coors Light car right on the bottom of the track, right on that white line, and we're going to see these guys spread out. It's only going to be a matter of time before you see these guys 3-4 wide again.
Only a matter of time, and I'm telling you, another thing we haven't even touched on. Oh, look at this! Already going to the outside. Fuller,
and he's got help.
Edson's help. That's right. They're teammates, and not only the teammates, but they're also, as signified by the green window banners there, Dash for Cash participants. So
That's
anybody
right.
that you see with that green banner right there, those guys are racing for some good money. And if you look just behind them, here comes Comstock in the 42 to poke his nose in this battle. He's worked his way up in the 5th spot right now, but exactly. So, Aaron, you're killing me. Sorry. My producer's screaming in my ear, and it just, folks, I can't multitask. I can't do it. I can't. But anyway. And look at this. Kilcrease has joined that outside row.
So is Mitch Rollo. He's in there, right? He's right there.
Yeah, Mitch Rollo's down there. So these guys are all teammates. So we got a whole bunch of teammates driving with each other here, which, could make things rather interesting when we get down to it. We got 2 Toyotas down there inside. We got 2 Chevys up on the outside, followed by a Ford, then another Chevy. Down on the inside, we got a couple of Fords. Man, this is just great racing all the way around. And believe it or not, the only single file we have is way back in the back there.
Yeah, way far in the back. And, it makes sense to see these teammates here pushing each other and helping each other out. I mean, this basically, it's basically a racing like a restrictor plate race. So I'm not really surprised to see teammates kind of sticking together on the track and helping each other out here.
Not at all. And even if you're not a teammate, just help your own. Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
I thought DeBarro was going to come right up into the Fuller there when he came. That's what we were talking about before. We were talking about coming up on the apron there. You know, sometimes it's hard to misjudge. You know, some of these guys run on single screen or they don't have triples or VR, so sometimes it is hard to see out of the peripheral vision on the sides there to be able to see if there's a guy next to you coming up the track. So sometimes you just got to listen for it, honestly.
Absolutely. And another thing I did see a lot of this week was right here. See how DeBarro goes down, way down in the apron, almost to the grass? Well, there were some guys that don't do that, but the guy from the outside assumed they did, and bam, you had a wreck right there in the tri-oval.
I had that actually.
Oh, got one loose.
It looks like Stan. Was that Niles? Nigel?
Nigel.
Jeez.
You'll get it right eventually.
Yeah, I'll eventually get it right. It looked like he maybe bumped the apron a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah, same thing that the other guy did earlier. I can't remember who it was, but yeah,
I can't remember either.
Yeah,
Gillen.
We're horrible. We're horrible. Yeah, that's right. Gillen.
We are. We're professionals, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I had that happen. I had that happen in a B race. I actually had that happen in a B race. I had a guy. It was later on in the run. I didn't feel comfortable about going down on the apron. I didn't think it was a fast place to be, so I stayed above that white line. And the guy on the outside of me was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go down there because I think he's going to," and he just door slammed me. So it does happen occasionally.
And what's unfortunate is, I mean, it really kills the car. Those side blows like that.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, I noticed that the B car was so much harder to drive on this track
than
the A car. It really is. It's just like a horrible setup that they've got this week for that car. But back to what we've got going on tonight, folks. Great racing up front. It's still Fuller and DeBarro and Edson and Kilcrease and Rollo and Buckingham. Same. Oh, look at that. Finally, Fuller pulls ahead of DeBarro with the help of his teammate and immediately ditches him. I mean, come on, man. That's your teammate. How are you going to do that?
I don't know, but you see Fuller, he's going all over the place. He's going back up there with his teammate now because, I mean, he knows.
He probably got an earful.
Well, he knows that even though DeBarro's on the low side and got that preferred line, if he stays up high and, he'll have that help from his teammates as opposed to DeBarro, who has nobody down there to help him.
Oh, my goodness, there is some smack talk going on in the chat right now. Coleman's not real happy with a couple of folks.
I did see that. I was noticing that myself.
But we started this race, folks.
Oh, DeBarro got on the grass just a little bit there.
Well, that was to avoid Fuller, who came all the way down across his nose right. Fuller, I don't know.
He's going to get stuck in the middle now, it looks like, almost.
Yeah, I think Edson's had enough of this.
I think he has, too.
Whoa, what's going on with DeBarro? Way off.
I don't know. He kind of pulled back there.
Well, you know what? He's probably decided. Well, I'm about to say, he's probably decided that it's just
Oh, look at Mitch Rollo getting up in the kill crease there. Oh, I thought they were going to wreck.
That's teammates also.
Yeah, that was so surprising about that.
Man, as I started to say, we started this race with, I believe, 38 cars, and 2 have withdrawn. Jason Barham and Chad Coleman, who were involved in that first caution tonight, they're out.
Another caution, way in the back.
Oh, way in the back.
Wrecking for 90th. Trying to get some numbers here for you, folks.
Started with the 17, it looks like.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was.
Actually, nope. It was in front of him. Oh, wow.
We're trying to get a replay here for you. Oh, okay. Here we go. We got it.
He had a little help there. It looks like Simley was out there, and the 6 came up in the Simley. And it was just on from there, collected the 22 car. It looks, oh, the 45 got a huge chunk of the 6 car on that one. So Silvera was involved in that. Lockhart, the 45 car of Mike Montesi. Whew, some heavily damaged vehicles there, folks.
A lot of cars taken out by that one.
Well, that puts us under caution one more time. So while we're under caution, we're going to take a quick break, let the announcers catch their breaths, and when we come back, we'll cover who did what under pit stops. Don, you're killing me, brother. So stay tuned, folks. We'll leave it on corner to corner for you. You won't miss a bit of the action. We will be right back. Stay tuned to the Sim Racing Network.
All right, Watson, let's analyze the chemicals in this cigarette smoke. Cadmium? Check. Formaldehyde? Check. Arsenic?
Sir, isn't arsenic what they used in rat poison?
Yeah, isn't arsenic what they used in rat poison?
Oh, what was I thinking, sir? It's not like we're gonna smoke them.
Neither will the rats.
Tobacco is no joke. Cigarette smoke has over 7,000 chemicals. Learn more at thefactsnow.com.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
And welcome back to the Sim Racing Network's coverage of the the Transervice Cup Series. Transervice Cup Series for the Sim500 here on Monday nights. I apologize, folks. My coworker and I were sharing some information during the commercial break that got me to chuckling, and I spewed water through my nose, but I'm okay. So we had one guy brave enough to try a 2-tire stop that time by, and I'm kind of wondering how it's going to work out for him.
I mean, Jose Gonzalez there, and the Dolphins, Miami Dolphins.
I wasn't going to bring up the sponsor, but anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did, because I knew you wouldn't. So, yeah, he took 2 tires. We're going to see how this goes for him. I do believe everyone else, like you were saying, took 4. So he is the lone survivor, so to say. And, yeah, I'm going to see how it works out for him here.
Well, I can't speak for the fixed series, but during the open races, several of us did the 2-tire stops, and they were only on track for not even 10 laps, or barely 10 laps under green that time around. So in the A Opens, we made that work, man. Seriously, if you held your bottom line long enough, the guys with 4 tires that were running that high line wound up with just as much wear on their tires trying to keep up with your patch on the outside. So we'll see how it works out for Jose. He's relatively unknown up front. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. He's not somebody we see up front a lot. So he's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders because he's racing up there with guys like Edson Fuller, Falkingham, who's won several times, Kilcrease, so we'll see how
right there, yeah.
Yeah, DeBarro's right there. So he's going to have his hands full trying to keep these guys at bay. But here we come. Through turn 3 and 4, the pace car's lights are out. We should be going green here shortly. And when we do, we look to see an exciting start by Jose Gonzalez on 2 tires down on the inside. Oh, I'm sorry. That was turns 1 and 2. My bad.
Yeah, Doug is still driving in the pace. He hasn't pulled off yet.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's what hit me. Was, hey, there's a blue cone. Wait a minute, we're on the wrong. I apologize, folks. It's been a rough week. I'm tired.
I hear that.
Yeah, and it's Monday.
It's only Monday. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I worked this weekend.
Oh. Well, Doug is working right now. He pulled that
Doug's
pace car off.
Finally off the track with the pace car, going in for that Coors Light he wants to get a hold of. Look at that start, but Gonzalez got a great start, but then hits that apron and got a little loose, it looked like. But he still maintains that lead for now, ducks up to the outside to kind of put a block on the momentum of the 51, back down to the inside, and, well, look at that guy go, huh, Don?
I mean, we're going to see how it works out for him. He's on the bottom line here. He's got some guys behind him. Yeah, I didn't think Edson would push him. I pretty much figured he'd go to the high side there, but I don't know. I just kind of feel that Jose is probably going to be a sitting duck here in the next few laps.
Now, is Jose part of the crossover guy? Oh, look at this.
Kilcrease
down the inside.
He actually makes
contact
with him.
Contact from Edson and Gonzalez. Kilcrease down the inside with help from his teammate Mitch Rawl in the 96, fighting for that lead. And I tell you what, I think 4 tires are going to trump 2 tires on the outside, but we'll see what Gonzalez can do here. He's still losing ground. Look at this. Fuller. He's going to poke his nose in on the backstretch and make it 3 wide. This is going to be hairy going down in turn 3.
Yeah, Ben is getting some help behind him from Mitch Rollo there, but Fuller's not giving up on that outside. Still got a teammate back there, and you see Gonzalez is just falling back. Those 2 tires were probably not the best idea there, but looks like Fuller's going to try to squeeze them down there. Mitch Rollo decides to go up to the high side, try to maybe get himself a lead there, getting past the 00. He's got some help from the 51 there, but oh yeah, there they go.
Oh, this is
Plowing
going to
right
make
on
things
by.
very uncomfortable up in the booth this week.
Yes, it
Holy
will.
smokes. Teammates, schmeemates.
Well,
Holy
he didn't cut in
smokes.
front of. Oh, there he goes, right there.
Oh.
Yep, Mitch Roller, right down in front of Ben.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, should we put a microphone down there and team speak with him for a
I don't think that would be a good idea right now.
Oh, here we go.
Look at that!
Rewind.
Look at this! Look at this!
Rewind for the lead.
That's right.
Big
Mitch put
Gilchrist
himself in a
says,
bad spot.
No worries. I got this. He's going to slide up there. Maybe not. Maybe not at
Oh.
all, but he's got a little bit of a nose ahead of Mitch Rollo. On the outside, though, is Fuller with help from his teammate in the 40 car, Trey Edson. Behind them, they've got Falkingham in the 39. So really, it's a 3-car pack up there top, and then Rollo and Gilchrist all by themselves down there. Well, here comes Comstock, though, but what's he going to do? Is he going to go with the 2 forwards down low or try
He
to
might just
shoot
stay in
up
the middle.
and make it 3 wide?
Yeah, he's going to try to shoot that gap right in the middle. He's going to try to put his nose right in there. Mitch was doing good until he tried to throw a block on Fuller, and then that kind of slowed his momentum down. And now you see Fuller. He's going to shoot to the outside again now that he's got that help from his teammate and maybe get a little bit of extra momentum there. He keeps like trying to squeeze them down, and I don't know if that's a good idea there.
You can
Especially
only pitch,
here.
You can only pitch Gilchrist down so many times, and he's going to let you know about it. I love Ben to death, but he's not a guy that likes to be crowded down in turns like that.
Well, I kind of feel him. I'm the same way. Oh, look at that, right across his nose, and now Fuller's going to look to the inside maybe.
I tell you what, Ben might have made a mistake there getting up on the high side
think
like
he
that,
did.
giving Fuller the inside. I don't know if he meant to do it or not. Maybe he got a little tight off the exit, but either way, we're going to get the lead back to Justin Fuller in that 51 car, just ahead of Gilchrist. But Gilchrist gives him a little nose coming across the tri-oval to the start-finish line. Down on the inside, meantime, is Gilchrist's teammate, Mitch Roll in the 96. And oh man, I don't know what's gotten into Gilchrist, but I've never seen him this aggressive before.
Well, I don't know. I think maybe Fuller's bringing it out of him because Fuller's being pretty aggressive up there. I mean, that's normal for him, though. I've raced with Fuller before. We've seen it. I mean, he doesn't, he doesn't make it a secret. Fuller can be a very aggressive driver, but yeah, Ben is just, there. Look at all those guys have to move for that.
With Gilliland. Holy smoke.
None of those guys wanted to get off the gas there. And you see Mitch Rollo trying to get a little peek in there, but he can't quite do it. But Gillen, he's on the bottom line. He's trying to get some help. Maybe DeBarro will give him a little push there.
In the meantime, Gilchrist has a lead, and he looks back in his mirror and sees an entire stampede coming after him.
And that's the thing.
Contact.
He got a bump, but they weren't square. They were kind of off center there. That was kind of a risky move to be making there in the corner, going into the turn there, entering the turn.
Absolutely. Meantime, Gilchrist holds his lead now, but he's got his teammate right behind him, Fuller on the outside, trying to make something happen on the outside line. Gilliland has given up the inside line, switched back to the outside line. To his inside, he got to borrow the 27 car. Folks, this is just amazing wreckage. Racing is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I'm gonna have to agree with my producer. He says there's about to be some wreckage. The 96 car almost squeezed up into the 81 there. Fuller ducks down the inside, tries to take the lead back away from Gilchrist. And I tell you what, he's like you said, Don, nose trained to aggressive, and he gets really aggressive on the exit right there on 4 with Gilchrist. Gilchrist is gonna give up that lead for now, or is he?
Well, the thing is, see, Fuller, he makes unpredictable moves that make the other drivers around, and this is not a knock on Fuller. I like Fuller. He's a good guy. I've raced with him a lot. It's just that he makes moves that the other drivers maybe don't expect, or that they don't. Yeah, you see contact right there. That they either don't expect or they're not. I don't know. They're just not comfortable with. You see me, he almost kind of crowds Ben up the track going into that corner. He's not given a whole lot of room. And I mean, that's just he's basically racing this place like it's a restrictor plate race. He's basically doing it door to door. And I mean, Kansas, I guess you can get away with that for so long.
Well, we go back to tires again. We're gonna see how long these guys stay green, because he's abusing the hell out of his tires right now.
Yeah, he is.
But man, I tell you what, this racing has just got me breathless. And it's actually single wide for the most part, with Gillen, the only car being down there on the inside.
Ooh, he pushes up there. I thought he was going to come into Fuller.
Wow, that was close.
That was.
You got Edson way back there. He just jumps in the high line. So this is kind of what we saw in real life, too, Saturday night. After so long into the race, when we've got rubber getting down and the cars have been on the track for a little while on these tires, is it pulled single file. And I mean, but Gilliland's down there making one hell of a fight on the inside, trying to take that lead away. And as I say that, look at this. Here we go, back to three and four wide to the tri-oval.
3 wide for the lead right here.
Oh,
A bend on the
wow.
outside. Oh, look at that. He hit the apron a little bit and lost the momentum there on the low side. Adam Gilliland in the 81 did.
No, and Fuller's got
Oh.
his hands full coming off it too. Wow, that was just, I'm breathless.
And you're seeing, like we were saying, you're seeing a lot of guys just single file up on the high side.
Wow, I'll tell you what, Kilcrease took some significant damage to his nose from that contact with Fuller a second ago. I mean, it's what's showing anyway now. Whether or not he actually has damage to fix when he goes into the pits, as we all know, iRacing is kind of glitchy about that. So, look at this. Wow, those two got hard on each other coming off of
Yeah, they did.
2 right there, which
Fuller
gave
lost a lot.
Gilliland the shot. And wow, Fuller's going backwards in a hurry. Man, I will see if we can get a replay on that. I'm not sure if we can or not, but man, there was some heavy contact between these two. I'm getting a feeling, Don, that there's not going to be a whole lot of give or take between Kilcrease or Fuller later on in this race.
No, I agree. A lot of these guys, you can see the replay right now. Oh, right there. We got another wreck on the track. Falkingham, the 39, goes down the track right in front of the number 51 of Jeff Fuller. Justin
Wow.
Fuller, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Took out a
Falkingham
lot
got
of guys.
on the wall right there. Fuller came back up on track and gets nailed by a couple of drivers. Oh, man, that's just a shame right there. Man, oh, man.
Looked like Falkingham. Looked like he just got up into the wall. It just.
Yep, he got up into the wall right there and came back down hard into the 51. And I take that back. I don't think Fuller got hit. Oh, yeah, right. Well, no, he didn't get hit by anybody.
Actually,
That's
he didn't get
amazing.
hit by anybody afterwards. It's just that initial contact. So he actually came out of there pretty clean. It was just the initial contact with the
But
39.
look at the field of damage
Oh yeah,
behind him.
they left a wake of destruction behind him, and
Chad
Falkingham's
Cole?
car is just destroyed.
Chad Cole, one of our contenders for that cash, was in it. Let's see. Cohan's in it. Shane Ewing was in it. Oh, no. Joey Jattina with my car was in it. He's got significant nose damage. Kevin DeBrown was in it. Oh, man. Timothy Johnson was in it. Falkingham, of course. Man, a lot of damaged cars this time by.
It's like the big one here at Kansas.
And don't take much either. I mean, these
Doesn't.
guys are racing like you do at Dega, but we don't have the room. Yeah, we don't have the room here, Don, that you do at Talladega. Talladega, that track is huge and wide, and sometimes you can actually avoid the wreck in front of you.
Yeah.
But here at Kansas, man, once you get a car coming up on the track like that, it's usually going to involve.
There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here we go, folks, into the pits one more time. Now, this is going to give a bunch of these guys a chance to get in and get some of that damage fixed. There goes Kilcrease. He peels off. Comstock's peeling off. DeBarro goes on down to his first pit. Oh, wow. Gilliland drove straight through his pits, man. That's going to cost a little time on track. So he can go ahead and kiss his lead goodbye. So let's see. Here we go
Looks like
with the
DeBarro.
race off pit road. Yep, DeBarro got that one. And Kilcrease came out right behind him with Rollo. So that's pretty good. So we'll see how that winds up. Folks, we're going to take another quick break. We're going to leave it on corner to corner. When we come back, we'll give you a quick top 10 rundown. But I need some water, so stay tuned to the Sim Racing Network. We shall be right back.
All right, Watson, let's analyze the chemicals in this cigarette smoke. Cadmium?
Check.
Formaldehyde?
Check.
Arsenic?
Sir, isn't arsenic what they used in rat poison?
Yeah. Isn't arsenic what they use in rat poison?
Oh, what was I thinking, sir? It's not like we're gonna smoke them.
Neither will the rats.
Tobacco is no joke. Cigarette smoke has over 7,000 chemicals. Learn more at thefactsnow.com.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
welcome back to the Sim Racing Network's presentation of the Sim500 Transervice Cup Series here on Monday night. Kansas Motor Speedway is the location of all of this freaking excitement. Folks, when you get a minute, I want you to visit our Facebook page or maybe the simracingNetwork.com and just leave a comment to Aaron Grosskopf telling him how wonderful a job he's been doing lately, because he's the one bringing you all these awesome pictures and replays tonight. Aaron, thank you so much for your hard work, buddy. And Don, thanks for being with me up in the booth tonight, man. I'm having a blast.
This has been a fun race to call, man. These guys are making it so exciting tonight here at Kansas.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing snoozy about this race at all.
No.
So, hey, Don.
Yeah.
Hey, man, why don't you take him back to green for me?
I knew that was coming. Doug has turned the lights off on the pace car, and he'll be bringing that pace car down pit road shortly. We have Anthony DeBarro leading this thing, followed by Ben Kilcrease, Mitch Rollo, and Anthony Calantoni. Is that how you say that guy's name? Because I always mess it up.
Absolutely correct.
There we go.
And
Pace car is
go.
pulled off. Anthony DeBarro has taken the green, and he is wasting no time, doing like we've seen him do before in the other restarts, hugging that white line, getting through those gears, and wasting no time. He's got Mitch Rollo behind him. So we're going to see if these two can maybe hook up and get something done here, maybe get a little bit away from some of those guys that have been running up front. But no, Mitch Rollo is going to go up high, and he is going to leave him out to dry and say, let's go up high and see what happens.
Well, here's the thing about Mitch Rollo. He was strong earlier this season, had a great bunch of races put together, but bad luck got him every time. He led a lot at Atlanta. I think he led the most laps at Atlanta, and was unfortunately involved in a lap car incident and just things like that. So he's got a little bit of something to prove. Maybe get a monkey off his back tonight. I don't know, but he's not taking crap from anybody tonight. Now, behind him, you see his teammate Ben Kilcrease in that 00 car, the Nesquik car. Now, Ben's got some nose damage, and I noticed just now in that restart, when he's got nobody in front of him, his car is off pace. But once he's able to tuck that nose up behind somebody, he's able to keep up with him. So he might not be able to win this thing, but he might be able to push his teammates to victory.
He's definitely going to try. I mean, Ben's been battling up front. He was battling earlier with Fuller, we saw, and Fuller now is kind of farther back in the field. I do believe he's in 19th now.
Oh, we got a spin back there. But
yeah, we do.
Nope, they keep green, or do they
still
save
guys trying to gather it up? I think we're going to stay green. Looked like in the back we had a few guys back there had some issues. Look like they got it sorted out though.
I don't have a number for you there. I was too busy watching the front of the pack here, and I apologize. Don't worry about the replay, bud. We just say that, like I said, it got crazy, but it fixed itself. But in the meantime, I have just seen something very strange, Don, on my screen. I don't know if you saw it, but the car of, let's see here, it looked like Anthony Calantoni was just smoking coming through turn 3 and 4 earlier the last lap by.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't sure if that was just a warp glitch thing or what. I think he's glitching out in and out a little bit. It's just affecting when he comes back in. It's showing the smoke, but I mean, kind of talking about that a little bit. Oh, we see a. Oh no, he's gonna. I thought we were gonna have a battle for the lead there. It looked like Adam Gilliland was gonna dive down underneath underneath Anthony DeBarro there, but he decided not to. But another thing with the drafting this close and everything, I mean, these guys got to worry about engine temps and all that stuff too. They got to worry about that kind of stuff. They have to worry about these guys taking care of these motors. So.
Believe it or not, it's not that bad, the heating problem.
Anthony DeBarro said he did like 3 laps in practice, right nose to tail with somebody, and then he blew his motor.
Did he really?
Yep.
Again.
He was nose to tail. Like he said nose to tail for 3 straight laps with somebody.
Oh, look at this. Up the middle. Gilliland's trying to make it 3
He's trying.
wide. Oh, he gets into the back corner, left corner of Mitch Rollo, just a little bit there.
I thought DeBarro was going to close the door on him before he got there, but he made it work. He shot that middle, and he's going to maybe sneak up high in front of Mitch Rollo and be able to get that drafting help.
Not
he's
quite
trying.
So. But as I was saying, we didn't see that this week in A Open, but again, it was A Open, so, open set up, different tape on the nose, stuff like that. But I pushed the guy for almost 15 laps just right on his bumper and never got close to overheating. So, again, here we go.
Oh, we see contact. There goes Mitch Rollo.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, a lot of guys. The 40, Trey Edson looked like he got hit in the inside wall.
And they're still wrecking back there. They're still wrecking. Unbelievable. That's so unfortunate when you have the leaders get into each other like that. And it looks like, I don't know what happened between DeBarro and Gilliland. Maybe it was net code. It just all of a sudden DeBarro's car jerked right. Yeah, absolutely, the net code right there. And up into Gilliland. Gilliland got into Rollo, and it was just on from there. How unfortunate. I mean, man, Kilcrease was in that. And they were still wrecking back there. Kilcrease got
Bunch
hit
of
again.
cars.
My goodness, some great fast cars were involved in that wreck. Oh, folks, this is not a reflection on Sim500 at all. These guys are some damn fine racers. You don't normally see stuff like this happen. That was absolutely netcode, no doubt about it in my mind.
Yeah, it looked like it netcode to me too, because that was weird. I don't know though. That was just weird.
And I'm not sure what that was all about, but the 40 car Trey Edson came up there and gave DeBarro a little tap. Not sure what that was all about, but again, that was not DeBarro's fault. I was watching that, and on my monitor anyway, his car just all of a sudden jerked right. Like
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me too.
And I mean, I don't know. It's unfortunate, folks, but it happens. So here we go with some pit stops. Yeah, like his wheel never even turned or nothing. His car just jerked. That's weird.
That was it. Yeah, I don't know. That was strange. I mean, to the other guys that were, that are racing out there, they can't tell if it was netcode or not. So, that's probably why somebody was upset with him.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys that just took 2 tires, it looks like.
And look at Justin Fuller. Back up toward the front.
No. Wow. He's not letting it slow him down, is he?
No, he's definitely not. He's going to be right behind Anthony DeBarro here.
All right, let's see here. We got let's let it trickle around, then we'll look at this cash for the dash for cash thing again. See who's doing what where. But it looks like, according to scoring at the moment, it's going to be Fuller so far. But, I mean, we're only on lap 59. We still have more than half the race to go.
Yeah, the way these wrecks are going, taking out some of these guys, I have a feeling these guys are going to kind of mellow down a little bit maybe in the second half of this race.
Doubt it.
I don't know.
This package doesn't really lend itself to mellowing out. It really doesn't.
That's true.
Did Coleman stay out?
I'm not sure. Coleman or Cole?
Yeah,
I think he
right.
might have. Yeah, I think
he's
he's taking the wave around.
Well, let's see what we got here. We got we got Joey Jattina on the radio is what we got. I should probably turn that on just so I can hear what he's saying sometimes. I can't believe he scratched my paint job.
Ah, it's a shame, isn't it?
It is, man. I worked so hard on that thing for him. Jeez. Anyway. Oh, folks. What a race. What a race. I still can't believe that, man. The leaders got into each other like that. That just the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was weird. It just took out a lot. I mean, who's that blinking back there now, too?
Yeah,
Mike Kelly. Yeah.
He was blinking pretty bad earlier before that caution.
He's doing it again.
Yeah. See, folks, we don't have random mechanical failures like you have in real life. We have awesome stuff like netcode and connection issues. And although I will say, I don't know if you ever raced NASCAR racing 2002 or 2003 or anything like that, Don, but back in the day of those sims, you could rip out a transmission or blow
you could.
tires and stuff like that.
Yep, tranny, engine failure, and it would tell you why you DNF'd. It would tell you. It'd say
flywheel got me a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Flywheel or transmission or it would tell you.
I won a Pocono race with nothing but fourth gear one time.
I do miss that. I do miss that, how you could have failures.
Yeah, man. Well, they're lined back up, so here we go. Pace lights are off on the pace car. They are coming through 1 and 2 right now. DeBarro first, Justin Fuller back up to second. Comstock in third. Mike Kelly with his issues in fourth. Nigel Standish in fifth. That's your top 5. Fuller, though. How about Fuller, man? That's an incident earlier and back up to second place.
I mean, that's just amazing that he's back up there because he was just before that caution, he was back in like 18th or 19th because of that incident before that. But now he's right back up there where he wants to be.
Well, we'll see if this damage, he's got some slight damage to his car, but we'll see if that holds him back or hinders his chances at all. He's got that blinky guy behind him, though, which is going to hurt him. because that, believe it or not, that actually affects the draft when somebody disappears like that.
It definitely does.
And it did something because, man, look at this. DeBarro just gets away from him, and there goes a 2. Boy, 2 is blinking real bad.
He's blinking real bad. I don't think Fuller wants anything to do with that.
No doubt. But look at this. Fuller back up to 3 wide with Standish on the outside in the 09 car, that M&M's Toyota. He's trying to ease his way up there into the fight for the lead, but doesn't get anything done. Then tries to get back down in front of Comstock, but that doesn't work either. So you got kind of a 2. I'm sorry, not Comstock. That's Fuller back there. Comstock's in front of him. Those cars kind of got me a little mixed up there.
Yeah, they do look they look almost exactly the same.
They really do. But anyway, as I was saying, Comstock's up to second now, and you've got Fuller back there in third. You've got Standish in fourth, Blinky in fifth there, and here's Dwayne Vincent, my fellow Lafayette, Louisiana resident, there in sixth place. He's worked his way up, kind of trying to stay out of trouble most of this race. And look at this. Tell me that's not the 21 car coming up the field there.
He definitely is. Is it Nick Cohan? He's working his way up there slowly. He's
with
started
his
sixth.
underfunded self.
His underfunded duct tape numbers. He started sixth, and then he kind of fell back and was in the back of the pack. I think he got involved in one of those early wrecks. Yeah. And then now he's all the way back up here, so we'll have to see if he can get something done.
Oh, dear Lord, I just noticed his window. It's got Sim500 written with tape.
It does. It does. That's
great.
That's great. I love
and
this.
I just love the fact that the paint job looks like he peeled the sticker, literally peeled the 5-hour energy stickers off of it.
It actually, you're right. It kind of does. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. That's what it looks like he did. You're absolutely right.
If you look at the quarter panels,
you're right.
You can see the outline of where the decals used to
of
be.
where the decal was.
Yeah.
That's right. That's so cool.
That
it
is
is a genius. Don't let Nick hear you say that. He won't be able to get out of his race car. His head will be too big.
Well, in the meantime, up front is still Anthony DeBarro in the silver bullet. The Coors, I love that Coors Light car. It looks so good. Too bad it's on a camera.
They're teammates right there too.
Yes, they are. Look at Cohan right up to second now. He's got up to his teammate DeBarro in that 27 car. You would think DeBarro would give him some money for some real decals. But anyway, I digress. Here comes Comstock with his teammate Fuller up on the outside. Now, don't forget, these two are also racing for the Dash for Cash. There's $60 up for grabs for whichever one of those two finishes in front of the other one. So I got to wonder, at one point, does teammate go out the window?
Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you straight up, Don. I love you, but I'll put you in the wall for $50.
Oh, I would wreck my mama for $5.
Oh, wow. I don't know what happened to
Cohan
right there, but it looked like he got the apron shot way up. Thank goodness he didn't hit his teammate's back bumper when he did that, but that gave Fuller and Comstock a chance to get by him up into second and third, drops Nick back to fourth, and here goes Comstock down the inside to Barrow with his teammate Fuller in tow, trying to take that lead away.
Yeah, he gets down the bottom there. He's going to take Comstock's going to take that lead right there, and Fuller looks like he's going to come to the bottom. You see Cohan back up to Anthony DeBarro's bumper there, and Comstock's going to stay up high, but Fuller's going to check down low and maybe steal that lead away.
I don't know. He's got 3 Toyotas behind him, Comstock does. I think those are all teammates, are they not?
I'm not. No, Comstock's
I'm not sure.
Comstock's not teammates with
Not
Cohan.
Comstock. I'm talking about DeBarro, Cohan, and Standish back there.
No. It's just no.
Okay.
No, they're not. DeBarro and
here we go.
Cohan
3 wide for the lead. DeBarro in the middle. Fuller down low.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. How did they not wreck each other right there?
I don't know. Fuller was coming up, and he looked like he was going to hook DeBarro there, but at the last minute just kind of made an evasive maneuver there, and DeBarro's still going to have the lead there, and he's going to have Comstock, who's going to just dive to the inside.
Shoots down to the inside. What a move.
And he's going to slide job right in front of him, pull right up in front of DeBarro. He's going to have plenty of room, though. He didn't cut him off or anything.
That's
almost
all
a full
about this
car
package
length.
right here.
That was all the draft package, yeah.
Yes.
We've actually seen that in the real races, too, where those guys will suck up behind a guy that's up high like that, and then go into the corner like that, just dive down low like he did. It's like that, what do you call it, shake and bake kind of move there, slingshot maneuver.
Oh, look, here goes DeBarro to do the same thing. Wow!
They're just basically just hopping over each other, just kind of basically trading places there every time.
I love this package. I don't care who you are out there. If you disagree with me, kiss my ass. That's all I'm saying.
It's fun to watch. It definitely
is. It really is. It's fun to drive, too. I love that. Look, here goes Comstock again.
One more time. We're seeing this for 3 laps now. These guys have done this 3 times.
It's
just kind of leapfrogging.
Hey, hold on a sec. Get out my goddamn wire.
They're just leapfrogging the lead there.
Oh! My cat is trying to unplug my headphones.
It looked like right there, Comstock, he's in the lead, but he pulled that move to dive down low, and it looked like he thought DeBarro was going to do that, so maybe he made that move to kind of block DeBarro, but now he goes to the outside, and DeBarro's going to take advantage of that and go to the inside kind of with ease there and slide up in front of Comstock again.
I tell you what, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Don. It's my cat. She won't leave me alone. I'm about to walk her ass in the bathroom. So where are we? Are we still fighting for the lead like we
We're
were
still fighting for the lead here.
Awesome. I love this package. I really do. Look at this. Now, Cohan is DeBarro's teammate, correct?
Yes, he is.
So he's kind of like the sandwich, the bread to Comstock's meat to DeBarro's bread, huh? You like how I put that?
Yeah, I kind of like how you put that.
That's all South Louisiana, baby.
Nick Cohan, he's actually owner of Dizzy Motorsports, so yeah, I mean, he's just watching what's happening right now. So Comstock one more time. We're going to that leapfrog. Yep.
How many times do you think they'll do this now? Like I was saying earlier, this is what's going to happen at the end of the race. I'm telling you straight up, it's going to be whoever starts that maneuver at the right time to cross the line.
Coming out of 3 and 4.
Yeah. Look, here goes DeBarro now.
See, this move, you kind of have to start it going into the corners, and then you have to finish it coming off the corner. So it's going to have to be a move that somebody's going to have to make going into 3 and coming off of 4, and then protect that line all the way to the start-finish line. But yeah, it's almost as like they're practicing this maneuver for the last lap.
You know what? You're right. And I'm wondering, though, at what point does the guy that's being passed start shooting the block?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, for the win last lap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'm that guy leading the race, I'm going to do everything I can to keep you behind me,
Of course.
And blocking is not uncalled for at that point. Now, this early in the race, we just hit halfway. Or we're about to hit halfway. No, we've already passed halfway.
We've already passed it.
But, I mean, we're barely past it, so we're still just a little early to be throwing blocks like that. So, I don't know. I wouldn't look for blocking now, but holy smokes. I'm going to wind up dropping a cuss word. I'm telling you. It's coming.
Look at Cohan to the outside. It's almost like they're working.
They're working
it's almost like they're working together, and they kind of were like, hey, he's going to do this. Let's go up here and mess his move up. But he's not going to be able to pull it off. He can't pull it off. He waited, and Cohan went to the wall a little bit, but he didn't lose any momentum. He's okay. But these two might be able to get by Comstock here.
You better be careful about rubbing that duct tape off.
Comstock, you see him pushing up high again.
Oh, look at this!
I don't think Comstock's going to have the momentum to keep these two behind him.
And we got slower cars up ahead of him. Oh, came right up in front of him. Jesus!
Right in front of him.
Wow. I wonder if Comstock saw that coming and decided to just ease off a little bit.
I mean, Comstock's got no help behind him, so that really kind of hinders his movement and progress.
Fuller's going to drop way back there.
Fuller dropped back a little bit.
I think Fuller's damage is making its face here, showing its face. He just can't seem to keep up with those guys in front of him. He's definitely losing a lot of ground there.
You see Cohan trying to push DeBarro right there, and then Comstock comes up the track. I think that makes Cohan a little nervous there. But Comstock's holding his own. He might be able to slip in front of Cohan. I don't think he's going to. No, he's not going to be able to make it happen.
We used to call that playing chicken. I'm not even joking with you.
Yeah.
When the car would come up like he's going to come up in front of you, make you check up, and then when he sees that you checked up, he's going to jump up in that spot.
It's who's going to blink first, and it looks like that's kind of what he's doing to Cohan right now. I think he's kind of trying to make him a little nervous there. I think it's almost exactly what he's doing there. He's coming up the track and kind of just not giving those guys up top a whole lot of room to maneuver.
Not at all. It's mind games. It's everything. It's just the total package with Comstock.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, me and him have had our issues on track, but give credit where credit's due. He's one of the best damn drivers I've seen in a long time.
He definitely is. And Cohan probably, I don't know, I'm thinking Cohan maybe should have went to the bottom there, maybe to protect that bottom line, but no, Comstock's going to drop all the way to, or not all the way, but drop back to 4th now. And now Cohan has to worry about Standish there in the 09.
And Standish is smart. He's just going to stay nose to tail with these two in front of him. Give themselves a chance to gap the rest of the field at least. Maybe not Comstock, because Comstock's right there, but they can put a pretty large gap on the rest of the field right now, as they kind of have, really. I mean,
yeah, they really have.
It's all single file right now, and this is exactly what we saw in the real life race too. After a long bit of racing and jarring and bullying each other around, it kind of spreads out a little bit. So we could see a nice long green flag run here. And like I said, if those guys up front are smart, they'll stay this way for a long time and gap themselves ahead of the rest of the field.
Now, the thing is, if they go green the rest of the way, no, they won't have enough to make it, so they will have to make another stop.
Not at all.
Not at all. What did we say? 47? Was that correct?
Yeah, between 48 and
48?
52 laps on fuel.
Something like that. Okay.
The safe bet would be 48, and because the way they're driving, I mean, they're not easing up at all. So there's no stretching out fuel here. So you're looking at oh gosh, my math is horrible.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
86 lap.
I was going to say, if they get past lap 85, 86, once they pit, they should be able to make it the rest of the way there. So.
Yeah, absolutely. See, if it goes green, and that's lap 82 right now on the board.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, hey, if this goes green past 85, 86, if I'm these guys up front, duck in, get four tires and fuel, and go, you know?
Yeah, and they don't have to worry about it till the end. And I think I was looking at Fuller. I think you're right. I think that damage kind of hinders him a little bit, unless he's got a guy pushing him right behind him or somebody in front of him that he can get a draft off of, because he was being really aggressive early in the race, and now that he's got some damage, just don't think he's able to get up to those guys in front of him. He might be able to have Jimmy North and Mike Kelly, who are behind him. If they catch him, they might be able to get up to these 4 leaders, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Now, these guys have been on track now for 20 laps on this set of tires. The first lap out, I'm using Nigel Stanton as an example. His first lap on the green was a 30.2. Last time by was a 30.8 after 20 laps. So there's not a whole lot of time lost on these tires. Because, you know, we've seen in other tracks, Don, 20 laps is almost 4 seconds of difference. So, you get these long green flags runs, and you see these guys trying to milk the fuel, but losing so much time on track. The guys have already ducked in and gotten tires. Well, that's not going to be the case tonight. So tires is really not going to come into play here. It's really going to be fuel mileage and how aggressive you want to be.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's more going to be about fuel mileage, like you said. I don't think the tires are going to play quite as a factor into this.
And I mean, we're seeing this field get so spread out right now. I mean, your top 3 top 4 have looks like almost a 1 second advantage. Actually, more than a 1 second advantage over the rest of the field. And Fuller has fallen back into the grasp of Jimmy North and Mike Kelly and those guys. Now, you got a car that's down on the inside of the 20 car, Chad Coleman. He's a lap down or more, I think, right?
Yeah, but that can still help. I mean, if he's faster than Fuller and he can get in front of Fuller and Fuller can get a draft from him, that's still going to help him.
Yeah, they're both heavily damaged. And I think the next car that's actually for position behind Fuller is the car of Jimmy North. What an odd-looking car. Oh, that's the Jeff Gordon driver for Den Hunger. Okay, I got it now. Falkingham's back out on track, but man, he has just beat all the hell. Look at that.
Yeah, that car is tore up bad.
There. That's something I think we should implement within this group. Is that 5-minute clock like they have in real life? I'm just saying, man.
Hey, how could you enforce it?
Good point.
I mean, you'd have to have a sitting admin.
Yeah, which was really hard to find these days.
It really is. And then if you get more than one guy that's on that clock, you have to. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's.
I
do like that we're going to get green-white checkers here soon, though.
I've been hearing that, but I haven't seen any literature on it at all.
Yeah, I saw it. There is a post. There was a post in the forum, official post or whatever, and we are going to get green-white checkers. I haven't heard. If there's going to be a limit to it, or if it's going to be one of those kind of things like in official racing, how many times they'll actually try to do it, as opposed to like in league racing, if you'll have an option to choose how many times we can try to get a green-white checker. But that's definitely something that's going to be implemented in the June build.
That's awesome. You know, another thing that's coming out in that June build?
Oh, yeah, the trucks. The
off-road trucks,
yeah,
baby.
the Pro 4s and Pro 2s. I can't wait for those. Those are going to be a blast.
I'm just letting y'all know I may disappear.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm falling off the face of the earth in those things.
I love.
We already have some guys in my.
But
we already have some guys in a team that I race in that are gonna start a series with those things when they come out.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast.
I can't wait.
Look at how strong Coleman is. I mean, I just said tires don't matter, but look at this, man. He's driven up to and past the floor.
Past all these leaders, with no draft help at all.
And yeah, he's got new tires. I just didn't think that. I mean, I don't know. Again, open racing versus fixed racing is vastly different, I guess. But wow,
that is pretty impressive.
Me one more damn time. I'm sorry. Did I say that on the air? I apologize. I'm not abusing my animal. People, don't get your panties all wadded up. I love her, but she keeps clawing me and biting me. It's pissing me off.
I'm a dog person.
But anyway, back to our awesome race, which has really calmed down, which I kind of figured it would. Once we got to this point of the race, these guys are just trying to get to the end. What I'm really surprised at, though, is we have come to and passed that lap 85 mark, Don, that we
And
were
nobody,
estimating. Yeah, nobody pitted. I'm really
Nobody.
surprised at that.
I'm
So I
kind of
guess
shocked
these
by
guys
that
are just gonna milk
myself. Yeah, our producer was just chiming in our ears. We got to be close, like he's saying.
Well,
I mean,
they went in the pits last on lap 61. So they've been green since then. So you got to figure 48 laps is going to be 109, 110 somewhere in there. So they should still be good for about 10 more laps. 15 more laps. We'll see. And it's not so much the gas mileage. I'm just really intrigued at Coleman in that 20 car.
That was impressive that he was able to make those passes like that without any kind of help whatsoever.
And I mean, like I said, I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference in lap times from our leaders. Here's DeBarro's lap times. First lap after the caution, that last time they pitted, was 30.2 on lap 63. And here we are at lap 93, and it's a 30.9. That's only 7/10, man. But
yeah, it's not a whole lot of fall off. You're right.
Coleman just blew by these guys.
Like nothing. Yeah, he put a Linda Ron stand on him.
No, oh Lord, my God.
What?
Don, sometimes you really catch me off guard, man.
What?
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Anyway, Anthony DeBarro's back in the lead here.
He's gapping everybody too. Is he drafted? You think he's getting a little bit of draft off of Cole there?
I don't know, man. He probably has, because he's actually stepped away from Cohan a little bit there. They were right nose to tail.
This is the point in the race where I'm not gonna lie, I missed all the aggressiveness we had earlier.
I do too, but this race has been like day and night as far as the first half and the second half of this race. I mean, we were seeing 4 or 5. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Right now
On the pit road.
Cohan's pitting, DeBarro's pitting, and I believe Standish is going to pit. Yeah, all three of them.
Toyota's all pitted. That's fascinating right there. I'm telling you, Standish, I think, is at least in their team speak. I can't check right now, and he's actually got some damage on his rear end. I just noticed that.
He is not in their team speak.
No. Wow.
Nope.
Well, that's pretty lucky timing for him. He'll be able to get back on track with these two. Hopefully, not lose too much. I mean, but then again, DeBarro is right there in the pit road. Cohan's not too far behind him,
Yeah, that's true. Have to see how these
I just realized something.
What's that?
Cohan is 23rd.
Yeah.
I thought he was on the lead lap. Oh, wow.
Well, no, they just came in the pit.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Man, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired right now. Okay.
Yeah, Comstock.
So
in.
Green flag pit stops are underway, Don. And a little surprisingly, a little after what we thought we'd see, but not really. I mean, we were just talking about that a couple minutes ago. It figured around lap 95.
Yeah, we kind of figured.
So.
Comstock's
we thought 85.
Yeah. Comstock's off pit road. He also pitted. So after these guys cycle around, we'll have to see. Some of these guys might not pit. I mean, they might try to stretch this for as long as they possibly can in hopes of a caution.
Sorry, I caught me mid-yawn here. I apologize.
I think we said that they'd be able to go like that they'd be able to go what?
105, 105
or something. Yeah.
And Gilliland's got the lead right now. He has not pitted yet. Fuller's on pit road. Jose Gonzalez hasn't pitted yet. Mike Kelly's up there. Jimmy North, Chad Cole, those guys. Well, Chad Cole is right. Sorry,
I don't think Chad pitted.
I don't think he has either.
No, he hasn't pitted either. So
really, the guys that have pitted so far are guys like Comstock, Standish, Cohan. Those guys are all a lap down at the moment. They better hope a caution doesn't come out. That would really suck.
That would really.
I think that's what Gilliland's trying to do. Really, is just stay out there as long as he can.
I think so too.
Because the tire difference
Jimmy
is
North.
that bad.
I think those guys are trying to do that.
Well, once it cycles around, it looks like Fuller's going to have the lead there. He's only 11 seconds. He's only 11 seconds behind the leader right now. The others are a lap down.
Got some more guys coming down pit road.
Oh, I take that back. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. Crap. I'm bad at this. Predicting who's going to have what when they come off pit road.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Comstock's right there with Stigel. Nigel Standish and Nick Cohan.
And they're currently being scored a lap down. I'm currently seeing Joey Katina as our lucky. Nope, now it's switched. Jimmy North is going to be our lucky dog.
Yeah, that's where green flag pit stops and iRacing just don't get along well. Because
Yeah, it takes a
doesn't
little
update
bit
the
for it to
scoring,
update. Yeah.
live like you're used to. So you got to
Yeah,
wait.
we don't have scoring loops. iRacing doesn't have scoring loops around the track that's going to
They
update
do,
it all the
but they
time.
don't
But
share it with
they
us.
don't share it. Yeah, that's the thing.
But we'll just wait. I mean, actually, Sim Racing Apps is live, I think. Oh, look at this move.
I'm watching Cohan and Standish right now.
Standish, and Comstock right there too.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's Mitch Rollo up high. Oh, goodness.
Oh, God, getting a little tight there.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that damage on Cohan's car, or is that just that crazy ass paint job of his?
No, he's got damage. He has damage from that earlier incident.
Oh, that's right. What, he was in an incident.
It was like one of the first ones. But he's still hanging in there.
So Gilliland's still out on track. He's got over a second and a half over Gonzalez. Edson's about 4 seconds back from him. Silver's right behind him. So we still have a bunch of cars that have not pitted yet. And scoring is just so crazy right now because I'm showing
right
Chad
now,
Cole first car lap down.
Lap down, I am too, yeah. I'm showing he's just now coming off pit road. And I'm showing Brian Wortman is going to be the first car on the lead lap. Nope, not anymore.
Yeah, I love scoring here. Isn't it awesome?
Just green flag pit stops is just trying to keep you guys all up to date out there. And like you said, it just doesn't always work right now.
I'm not sure what happened to DeBarro, but he's lost a lot of ground.
Yeah, he did. He really did.
Did he have
really 10 cars in the lead lap, so we definitely don't want to see a caution now.
No.
And I'm still seeing Standish as the first car lap down, 10 cars in the lead lap, and Gillen looks like he's still leading it. He hasn't come down pit road yet. I would assume he's got to be coming down pit road soon. He's got to be running out of fuel.
It looks like DeBarro got some damage fixed or something on pit road because he had a long pit stop.
Ah.
I was watching his pit stop. He got into the box fine, but...
Did he have an unsafe pit entry or anything? Maybe he got a penalty? No, because he would have to come back around for a penalty for that.
That's come back around for that.
Yeah.
Maybe he just got some damage fixed or something.
I don't know.
But he lost a lot of ground there because once this does come back around and filters around there, he's gonna be way back. Wow, look at this pack he just ran up on real fast right there.
I see that.
There's your difference in tires, I guess.
Yeah, there's a big difference. That's crazy. I didn't think it'd be that much. Especially when you were telling us what the lap times.
Yeah, I mean the lap times don't really show that, but you know what? I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just an announcer shit.
We're just guessing.
Yeah, we're just making really skillful guesses.
Yeah, that's all we can do. But Adam Gillen, I've been watching him. I'm kind of waiting to see when he's going to duck down on pit road. I expect him to be in the next.
As long as he can.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to have to come down pit road. I would assume in the next couple laps, 3 laps.
Yeah, same thing. He hasn't pitted since that last caution on lap 58. Came back to green on lap 62. So even if he ducked back in and topped off at that point, he's now been on track for 46 laps. So he's right at the window. He's going to have to pit very soon.
Well, if it cycles around and these guys, because all these guys that are still on the lead lap, none of those guys have pitted. They all have to pit, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that would mean Nick Cohan would become the leader now, so.
Well, good for him.
After all that, I mean, yeah, he just got passed by Comstock, so never mind.
Which also puts Comstock in the lead for the money.
Yes, it does. Yeah, they're battling hard. Ooh, man, they almost hit fenders there.
Well, Cohan knows that's first place, that he's battling right now for the lead, even though it's showing him in 8th place. This is the battle for the lead once all the pit stops and stuff take place.
Oh, yeah, he knows. And right now, he's wanting, like, Standish to get behind him or something to give him a little push there. So far, he's staying up to the high side. Cohan's trying to do that leapfrog maneuver we were saying before.
Oh, my God. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Gillian was going down a pit road and got sideways.
I see that. I'm just now looking at it. He was intense.
He was literally dirt tracking that baby.
Edson's coming down pit road. Nick Silver's coming down pit road. So I think you're going to see all these guys. Mitch Rollo, he's on pit road. So you're going to see all these guys that were supposed to be, we figured would pit earlier are coming down pit road now, and it looks like when it cycles around, it's going to be Comstock and Cohan's going to be our first and second place drivers.
Yep, and that's what it looks like. So we're going to find out here in just a few laps, folks. It's going to take a little while for everybody to get into the pits and out, and for all this crap to cycle around. But it looks like we're going to have one hell of a race once this does.
Yeah, definitely. We got about 24 laps to go in this thing.
I just really, I can't help but wonder what happened to DeBarro. I mean, that was just.
Yeah, that was really odd about how even if he was damaged, it didn't look like it was affecting his car so much that, he was slowing down. I was just kind of weird about that he would get that damage fixed at this point of the race.
Yeah, he's.
Our
know.
producer was saying that maybe it was required damage, but I didn't see him take any significant hit to where he would need to do that.
He was way, way fast, too. You don't usually see that in a car with required damage. But nonetheless, he is being showed in 19th right now after all these pit stops. So
that's a heartbreaker.
Well, now he's up to 15th. I take that back.
But we still have Comstock and Cohan up here battling. And, these guys, like we said, they're going to be the leaders, and that's exactly where they are right now. Comstock's leading this race, Cohan's second, and Standish is right there battling these guys. So we got these three guys right here with closing down on almost 20 laps to go. And Standish is losing it to the inside of the track. And he saves it, comes back up.
Wow.
That was one heck of a save there.
Yeah, he got real loose right there.
Just all on his own.
Oh, no, he got the wall.
Oh, he did. You're right. He tapped the wall.
Arced out and tapped that wall just a little bit.
I think we saw that happen to Daniel Falkingham earlier in the race, and when we had that big wreck, I think he kind of swung up there to kind of get that momentum, to get that line coming through the corner, and sometimes you misjudge it and hit that wall a little bit.
So we're starting to see these guys run the traditional line around Kansas now, Don. That high line coming through 1 and 2. I guess it's the fixed setup that forces them to do that. We didn't see that hardly at all in the A Open races, but this fixed setup is notoriously tight to begin with. So, it is what it is. But here we are. Laps are dwindling down. We're at lap 114 now, which gives us 21 laps to go. Getting down to it, and right now it looks like it's going to be a race between Comstock and Cohan because Standish has lost 2.5 seconds with that little brush to the wall.
Yeah, it looks like Cohan might be kind of losing his momentum on Comstock here too. I think Comstock might be kind of pulling away a little bit. It just kind of looks like it.
Saving his tires.
He could be saving his tires for a run. You're absolutely right about that. He could be. You're
close enough to that car in front of you where you can let him literally pull you along in the draft and not quite use your tires up as much. And it was something we saw a lot in the A Open as the tires, as the run went on. You could, if you'd saved enough of your tires, you could start arcing that thing up high, high entry, arcing it down low, and maintain your speed going through the turn. Versus the guys who, on older tires, are trying to hold it down low on entry all the way through the turn and just not able to. They either had to lift or get into the wall coming off exit. So, we'll see how it turns out. And then again, there's also that damage that Cohan received in that earlier wreck.
Yeah. Well, you see, I was just watching their lines right there. Comstock's kind of, he didn't go below that apron or below that white line on that apron, and Cohan was trying to get that momentum and swing down there. So, I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to save his tires or if he's just, I don't know what he's trying to do here.
Yeah, we're gonna wait and see though. We've got about 16 laps left, I think. 17 laps left, something like that.
Yeah, and they don't have to worry about Nia. I wouldn't mind interviewing DeBarro right about now to see what happened with him. But Standish, he's definitely not going to be a threat to these two leaders, and he doesn't have anybody behind him either. So he's kind of just, if he just kind of runs his race right now, he can bring home this thing in a third place finish.
Yes, he can. But I'm watching Cohan, and he's able to get right up on the bumper of Comstock. So I don't think he's really out of this as far as being able to give Comstock a run for the win. I think he's just biding his time. He's testing him, seeing if he can get up to him, and then what.
I think you're right. I think you're right because he's right on him again.
Yeah,
I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. He's kind of scheming here for the last lap run, and we were talking about it before. If a guy's going to do that leapfrog maneuver and try to win this race in the last lap, he's kind of got to be a little bit far back from the guy in front of him, maybe a car length, get that draft suck up to him, and then dive down low, probably into 3, and then get that lead out of 4 and go for the win. So I think you might be right about that. I think Cohan might be trying to test the waters here.
Well, that move, especially now that it's just the two of them. Like when it was 3 and 4, you could do it lap after lap after lap. But now that it's just him and Comstock, he's gonna have to time that almost a lap in advance. He's gonna have to
Yep.
start that move with about 2 to go, and try to get his car sucking up at just the right time to where he doesn't have to check up at all to make that move.
Yep. No, I agree. You're absolutely right. He's got to time it right to be able to get up to Comstock and dive down low and get enough momentum where he can, pull that slide job and get up in front of him, coming out of 4. But I don't know, man.
He's the bar up here.
he's
serious.
He's got this lap car behind him now, and he looks like he's kind of pulling Cohan's draft, maybe a little bit. I'm not really sure. Maybe he'll come into effect. Give Cohan a little bit of push, gave him a little bit momentum to maybe get by Comstock.
That's possible.
I mean, I don't know.
Who is that lap car?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out.
That's not Comstock.
16. That's
Ritter.
Steve Ritter.
Yeah. And he doesn't look to be too badly damaged on the front. Just some right side damage. So we'll see.
And he's been able to hang in there so far with Cohan. He doesn't seem like he's fallen too far back. So he gets stuck up onto Cohan's bumper. Then again, he might just, hey, I'm fine riding back here. You guys just do your thing. He doesn't want to.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to be a part of that picture.
Exactly.
Doesn't want to affect the outcome.
You see,
look how
Comstock,
dirty these cars are.
I was noticing that too. These white cars. See how dirty their noses are from all this rubber on the track.
That's insane, man.
And
Gotta give props to iRacing. They've done an outstanding job updating the realism of this sim. They really have.
Definitely.
And look, there goes Coleman.
Well, I was noticing that Comstock that last time, he did swing that car down on the apron when he went down, which is something he hasn't done the laps prior to that. So maybe I don't know. See, he did it again here. And he hasn't been doing that the laps before this. He was kind of staying above that line.
He's keeping Cohan on his toes.
I think so.
He's just trying to throw Cohan off a little bit. But look at that. Cohan gets right back up on his bump.
I was.
Bear with us, folks. I got a little sidetracked there. Squirrel. Anyway, I'm just. It looks to me like Ritter's able to get right up on Cohan's back bumper.
Mm-hmm.
Look, what do you do if you're that lap car, Don? If it's me, do you help? Look at it.
Cohan.
Here we go. Cohan has decided to maybe try and start waking Comstock up. I think he made his move too soon, though. I really do.
Yeah, I do too. He definitely made it too soon. I mean, he didn't even go anywhere. He didn't even really get up to him to challenge for that position. So
I think he was trying to see if that lap car was going to help him.
He might have. He might have, because Ritter actually.
Caution out with 10 to go.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Wow. Now, are you going to pit or stay out? Because if you're the leader, you're a sitting duck.
Absolutely.
Because if you pit, if you're the leader and you pit, guys are going to stay out, and if you stay out, guys are going to pit. So
I found the 48 spinning down the backstretch.
Wow.
Man, he had some help from the 13 of Dwayne Vincent. It looks like I don't think Vincent knew he was out there, maybe, or he just couldn't control the car coming off exit 2. But he got right up into that right rear quarter of 48
Jimmy North.
and sent him around, Jimmy North. So there's your caution, folks. And my goodness,
10 to go.
That just opens up a whole new can of worms right there. We're going to get a good finish.
Yeah, we're going to get a good finish here.
My goodness.
And here they come down pit road. I think pretty much all the leaders are going to come down pit road. You might have a straggler or two try to do something, but yeah, and our producer's telling us that Chad Cole worked his way all the way up to 4th. So Fuller 7th, Fuller in 7th. I mean, yeah, this is going to be a slobber.
Now let's recap. Okay, Justin Fuller, Dave Comstock, Chad Cole, and Edson are all in the running for this English Auto Dash for cash.
Uh-huh.
All right, $60.
Did DeBarro stay out?
I don't know.
He's not on.
We'll cover who stayed out in a minute, but what I'm trying to get at here is $60 is up for grabs between whichever one of these 4 finishes ahead of the other 3. And now we've got Comstock and Cole and Fuller all within spitting distance of each other. Just to add a little drama to the end of this race for you. Now, let's see who stayed out.
I think I might be wrong, but I think DeBarro, did he stay out or did he take 2 or what?
We got a lot of lap cars
Yeah, we do.
up in front of our leader, who at the moment is being shown as Anthony Calantoni. So,
and DeBarro is right behind him.
yeah.
So I'm trying to
DeBarro
figure
stayed
out.
out.
Yeah, he had to have.
O'Rourke stayed out.
O'Rourke stayed out. Did Gillen pit?
Nope.
So Gillen didn't
stayed
pit.
out.
I think Adam Gillen might have pitted. He might have only took 2 though. I know Fuller pitted. I know Comstock pitted.
Yeah, Gillen went in, and let's see here. I'm fast forwarding. I love sim racing. We can do stuff like this. Oh, but he did slide through his pits. I can tell you that. Again.
Huh.
And he only took gas, no tires.
No tires, fuel only. Wow.
Why would you do that?
Maybe because he slid through and he just decided
Possibly,
to pull an audible right there. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, that's wow. So we're gonna have basically the top 3 guys here on this restart are going to be on old tires, and it looks like the driver with the fresh tires is going to be Fuller, right?
Yep.
Oh boy, this is going to make for good racing, folks.
Yep.
This is going to be
You
crazy.
got one of the most
Yes.
aggressive drivers right there in Fuller in 5th. Looking at a $60 payday along with a race win. Oh, Lord have mercy.
So the Tasmanian Devil has new tires, money, and a win right out his front window. So as far as he's concerned, this is his race to lose, and this is going to be really interesting.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, this is
I
just gonna
can't
be,
wait.
A breathtaker. So, folks,
And you know what? I just saw
Strap
Anthony
in.
do something there. Anthony just tested his restart there. I just watched him. He literally just he put it in second, and then he kind of gunned it to see how he would be on a restart. And I think he was trying to see if he was going to have any tire spin.
let me throw some more fun at you. 2 tires on Fuller.
2 tires on Fuller. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Lord. So
Yes, sir.
Comstock's the guy with the newest tires with 4.
It would appear that way.
Okay, so then we got to throw more into it.
We're gonna take the green flag next time by, I think, correct? Yes. The lights are off of the pace car. We're taking the green this time by, coming
I
through
thought we were
3
going to do a
and 4.
commercial and go side by side. What do you mean?
No, we're not doing any of that. No, sir. Don't confuse that poor man down there, man. But we'll take the green flag at lap 139. 5 laps to go. How's that for drama?
Drama right here. Hopefully this will be the last time Doug will have to pull off the pit.
Well, there goes Doug down the pit lane, and we are goosing it right here. Green flag is out, and Calantoni didn't even wait for the green flag, really. He said, I'm gone. See you later, fellas.
As soon as he saw that pace car move, he was gone.
I'll tell you what, look at here, back in the back. Not back in the back, but back here in 3rd, 4th, 5th. We got bumper cars. Oh, we got some contact with Fuller and
EJ
O'Rourke there. There's no love lost between those 2 at all.
And Anthony DeBarro's looking at the lead on the high side here. These guys know that, if we get a wreck, it's pretty much over.
Yes,
EJ O'Rourke loses a ton of momentum.
Oh, my
Look at
goodness,
Fuller.
O'Rourke's getting
Look at
booted to the
Comstock
back.
shooting the gap in the middle, and Mike Kelly's around.
Down to the infield grass. It stays green with that. DeBarro is losing tons of ground right there.
Kelly came back up on the track. Nobody else is involved. We're staying green there.
Move Comstock to the lead. Oh, Fuller's going around. Big wreck behind him. That is going to be the race, I do believe.
Big wreck back there. That's it. You're right. That's the race.
Whoa, what a wreck. Oh, my goodness. That was, it looked like Fuller just came down onto the 84 way too close, pinched him down there, went back up and got into the 27. The 09 was in it. Cohan was in it. I mean, there's just cars wrecking everywhere, but I can't even give you the list. It would be better to say who wasn't in this wreck.
Yeah, definitely.
Right there, you can see on the replay, folks, that was just Fuller being aggressive, side drafting. Really, honestly, let's be honest, it looked like the 84 got loose or something and lost a lot of speed because there's a huge speed difference between him and Fuller.
He did. He was right in the middle, too, right where all that traffic was, and just lost a ton of momentum.
Honestly, Fuller could have gone up, but look at how low he kept himself right there to the 84. And as soon as he got alongside him, his car goes around, and it was just on from there. So unfortunate. I hate seeing races in under caution. I really do.
Yeah, but I mean, fortunate for Comstock, I do believe he was a dash for cash.
Yep, he's going to take the race win and the $60. So we're going to take just a really brief break, folks, and we'll keep it on corner to corner. But it looks like that's going to be the end of our race. We'll come back here in a couple of laps and let you know. And when we do get confirmation of that, we'll cover our top 10 and we'll have some interviews for you. So we're going to leave it on corner to corner, take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned to Sim Racing Network.
All right, Watson, let's analyze the chemicals in this cigarette smoke. Cadmium?
Check.
Formaldehyde?
Check.
Arsenic?
Sir, isn't arsenic what they used in rat poison?
Yeah, isn't arsenic what they use in rat poison?
Oh, what was I thinking, sir? It's not like we're gonna smoke them.
Neither will the rats.
Tobacco is no joke. Cigarette smoke has over 7,000 chemicals. Learn more at thefactsnow.com.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, Watson, let's analyze the chemicals in this cigarette smoke. Cadmium?
Check.
Formaldehyde?
Check.
Arsenic?
Sir, isn't arsenic what they used in rat poison?
Yeah, isn't arsenic what they use in rat poison?
Oh, what was I thinking, sir? It's not like we're gonna smoke them.
Neither will the rats.
Tobacco is no joke. Cigarette smoke has over 7,000 chemicals. Learn more at thefactsnow.com.
And welcome back to tonight's presentation, the Sim Racing Network's presentation of the Transervice Cup Series by Sim500 here on Monday nights at Kansas Motor Speedway. We've just wrapped it up, folks, with what was a very interesting and exciting finish there, Don.
Yeah, this race was like it's just two different beasts. The beginning of the race, we had all that side by side 3, 4, 5 sometimes racing, and here I kind of settled down a little bit. But here at the end, these guys are definitely battling, and unfortunately finished into caution. But Dave Comstock's going to bring home the checkered flag tonight.
Dave Comstock for the win, but not only does he win the race, but unofficially, I think, until they tell me otherwise, he is also going to win that Dash for Cash, that English Auto Dash for Cash prize money of $60 for first.
Yeah, so it's kind of a double victory for him tonight, and gets the win for the race, and he's going to get that cash for the being the winner of the Dash for Cash series tonight, which we saw. I mean, could have went to anybody. We saw Fuller up there. We saw Chad Cole. We saw Dave Comstock and all that. So, I mean, it could have happened anytime to any of these guys. But tonight, Dave Comstock is going to be the winner of the Sim500 race here at Kansas as he takes the checkered flag.
Yes, indeed he does. Comstock takes the checkered flag. Adam Gilliland comes home second, even after all his issues tonight. Cal Antonio brings it home third, Edson fourth, and Chad Cole in fifth. Now, let's cover that dash for cash. Like we said, folks, Comstock brings home that $60 prize. It looks like Edson Treads in the 40 car will get the second place prize. That's going to be $40 cash. Chad Cole gets third place prize. That'll be $30 cash. And Justin Fuller gets fourth place prize for that, which is $20 cash. Which is not bad. I mean, shit, I'm sorry. Excuse my language. Late night. But you get free money for racing a game, basically. Racing a little
a simulator. Come on,
simulator.
Now.
I'm sorry, I just saw Workman's chat.
It's not virtual bucks either. We're talking about cold hard cash. These guys
this is real money. But
real money.
Folks, this is really a simulator, and for those of you that might just have by chance tuned in tonight and not familiar with iRacing, it's really literally as close as you can get to real racing without getting hurt when you hit the wall. That's really the biggest difference.
Yeah.
I mean, these cars you got to set them up unless you run a fixed racing league like these guys do, where the setup's made for you. But you got to know how to drive a car competitively. You can't just hammer it down and drive it anywhere and bounce it off the walls like you do in video games. It doesn't work that way. But anyway, so that I'm with you, Don. This is probably one of the most exciting races I have seen in a long time.
Coming back to what you said, I mean, not only that, iRacing does updates on these cars. NASCAR brought out a new package. iRacing said, okay, we're going to make these cars just like that. So, there's very few other games that would do something like that or do something like that and keep you up to date, even in an official standing. So.
And it's not just NASCAR. I mean, they have a wide variety of racing platforms. You got F1, IndyCar, Skippies. You got open wheels,
sports
road
cars,
course racing,
e-cars.
sports cars, dirt track racing. Came out a year ago, and it's been nothing but fun since then. And coming up in June, like Don touched on earlier, green white checkers will be added to the Cup racing and Xfinity and Truck Series.
Pro trucks.
Also, Pro Trucks are coming out.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Woo-hoo! I can't wait either, dude. I'll tell you what.
Fun.
And for those of you who don't know what a pro truck is, Google it. It's basically like stadium trucks. It's off-road trucks, but like on jumps and whoop-de-doos and all that. God, I can't. It's like if you took a freaking dirt like a 4x4 and threw it onto a bike track. That's what it's like,
man. It's gonna be so fun.
It really is, man. But look at this that Comstock taking. He's doing
Polish
a Polish
victory
lap. Alan Kowicki, the late great Alan Kowicki. I don't know if any of our viewers are out there or old enough to remember watching Alan run, but I did. I'm 50 myself, and I'm an old school NASCAR fan. And Kowicki was one of the first owner drivers to ever win a championship as a single car team owner, and he did it all by himself. I'm one of the most outstanding drivers you'd ever meet. Really nice guy, an engineer, brilliant when it came to race cars. Unfortunately, taken before his time in a plane crash in 1993. I'm looking for. I see Comstock in here. Sorry, folks, we're trying to find our race.
Yeah, we're doing a little
finishers
behind the scenes stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to catch up with some of these drivers so we can do an interview here. I do believe we got Callan Tony standing by for an interview, and right now we're looking for Adam Gillen.
Yeah, Gillen, he doesn't hang out in TeamSpeak with us. He's just too cool for us.
But but we're gonna come down. I'm gonna walk down here to pit road. I've been walking down pit road, and we'll catch up with Anthony Calantoni here. He's going to be our third place finisher. Heck of a run there. Avoided those wrecks and avoided that big one there at the end to bring it home. Bring that 84 car home third. How do you feel about your race tonight, Anthony?
Race was going good until that one incident on the backstretch kind of threw me in the back of the pack, and then I was just trying to fight back up through there and figured try and stay out in that last caution to get some track position, hoping for a quick yellow there, and fortunately, looks like I caused the last yellow.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there was a lot going on back there, so I couldn't really tell exactly what was happening. It was chaos, but I do know that, like I said, you got through it and were able to bring it home in third. And tires seem to fall off for some of these guys. We were talking about it through the night that some of these guys with newer tires, when those pit cycles were going around, were just blowing right by some of these guys with the older tires. We didn't see a whole lot of drop off in the time, but it seemed like on the track, the guys with newer tires were just able to get it done. Was a tire drop off that significant as the race went on?
Oh yeah, you definitely noticed some tire drop off after about 20-25 laps. You had to start lifting for a touch going into the turns and then pick it right back up. But you definitely want new tires there to try and win this race.
Yeah, and is there anybody that maybe be out there that watching you tonight, bringing home this car in third place that you want to thank, a sponsor or family members that might be watching?
I just want to thank the VFW for the sponsorship, Sim500, all the sponsors that sponsor Sim500. We couldn't do it without you. We appreciate what everyone does, and we appreciate you guys doing the broadcast too.
Oh well, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys on the track making these races so exciting each and every week.
I got one quick question for you, Anthony. You're sponsored by VFW. Are you a vet?
I am not a vet, but my grandfather was a vet.
Okay.
He was part of the VFW, past commander, so it kind of runs in the family. We did all the events, the conventions and everything. So the VFW means a whole lot to me. I did my Eagle Scout project at VFW, so it's
awesome.
It's quite personal too.
That's cool. That's really awesome.
Well, as a vet, I want to thank you for maintaining such a great tradition as a VFW. It's a great place for some of our vets to go to meet with other guys that were like them and hang out and share stories. So thank you very much, Anthony, and your grandfather for what they've done.
No problem. Thank you very much, and thank you for your service.
Appreciate you, bud.
Anthony Calantoni there, the number 84 car, bringing it home in third tonight. Had a great run, avoided all that mess at the end, and was able to bring that VFW car home to a great finish tonight in third.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was he blamed himself for that caution, but you and I covered that. I don't think that was all on him.
I don't think it was him either.
At all. He held his line. He lost some momentum. He could have, somebody could have given him a little bit more room out there. So I think he needs to shake that off. But that's a great interview. Thank you so much for that one. It was really good to talk to that guy. I like that accent he's got. That Boston accent.
I do too.
If I'm not mistaken, have you found Gilliland yet? Is he down there somewhere?
Yeah, I think we've run into Adam Gilliland here, our second place finish in the number 81 car. We saw him making some moves early on when those guys were battling 3-4 wide back there, and he was able to survive these messes, and especially that one there at the end, and bring it home in second place. How do you feel about your run tonight, Adam?
It was a wild one, that's for sure. Yeah, we were slicing and dicing, trying to put on a show for the fans. 3 and 4 wide content early on. Unfortunately, I think that's kind of what got me in trouble a little bit. Had to pit multiple times to fix some damage for separate incidents, so that was never good. But we got that long green flag run there in the middle portion of the race, and was able to slowly charge up through the field. Still really happy to get home second.
Yeah, how do you feel about this new cup package here, especially at tracks like Kansas like this? There's a lot of drafting, and like we said, we've seen a lot of slicing and dicing. Most of the time we see just single file high side racing, but early on, I mean, this place was running like a restrictor plate race. Do you enjoy this new package?
I personally am not a big fan of it because there's really no there's skill level involved in it, sure, but it takes a lot of the driver out of it, really. It's more so positioning yourself in the right lane and getting runs and stuff. So, in my personal opinion, I think it hurts me. It's kind of a pain in the ass, if I may say that, to drive sometimes. But, it is what it is. We got to make the most of it.
Yeah, definitely. I hear you. You got to just drive the car that they give you. But you want to thank anybody that might have been watching out there, sponsors, friends, family that might have caught tonight's broadcast?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to thank my sponsor, as always, Gary Mercer Trucking, Brendan Mercer, for always supporting me. And as always, I know I sound like a broken record, but you guys do a tremendous job. I love watching these broadcasts over, and I'm sure tonight's going to be a good one to watch over with all the action we had. So,
it was boring.
Yeah.
We're boring.
So thanks to you guys and all the admins at Sim500 for putting this league on.
Yeah, you guys put on one heck of a race tonight, man. We were really enjoying the first half of that race with all that battling going on, man. And congratulations to your second place finish there, Adam.
Thanks so much.
That's Adam Gillen, ladies and gentlemen, number 81, our second place finisher there.
Thank you for that interview there, Don. That was a good one to hear. And I have made my way down to Victory Lane to talk to Dave Comstock. Well, dude, a victory on the track, but also I think your wallet's a little bit fatter too. Am I right?
Yeah, I think we sounds like we got the first place overall prize here for the Dash for Cash, English Auto Dash for Cash that Shane Ewing put on for us here this series. So thank you to Shane Ewing and English Auto for putting it on. Pretty happy, pretty pumped for not only winning the race, but then also winning that too.
So what I'm hearing is first round's on you.
Yeah, sure. $60 limit.
Oh, I'm there.
$60 limit. Well, congratulations on the win, David. Man, I tell you what, you guys, you like gave me and Don heart failure up at the booth with the first half of this race. There wasn't a single second on track where you guys weren't slicing and dicing for the lead. And I mean, it was really reminiscent of what we saw in the real car race Saturday night with a lot of action for the first majority of the race, and then after green flag stops, it kind of got a little calmer after that. What was your perspective down there on track?
Yeah, it was about the same in the seat. It was pretty nerve wracking a lot of times with some of the moves that some people were making, and you get some unfamiliar cars up there you're not used to seeing every single week, and so it's just kind of learning who's around you and how they're driving and what they're gonna do, and just try to avoid the mayhem whenever or if it does happen. And we got fortunate enough tonight that we were able to do all that. And once a couple wrecks happened to where it kind of thinned out the field a bit and kind of everybody kind of settled down more because there just wasn't as many cars that were clean in competition. It was just we survived that part, and it was just maintaining track position and just more importantly trying to get that clean air, and almost had it at one point, and I just exposed the outside for DeBarro to get to me, and couldn't get it back from there. The tires were starting to fall off, so I just rode in line until pit stops, and then was just biding my time after that green flag pit stop we had to just kind of save my stuff a little bit, time when when I needed to make the run, and when I felt the tires were starting to fall off to where I can do the same thing like DeBarro did to me, and then just try to hold it off from there.
Well, it was so fun to watch you and DeBarro slingshot and pass each other lap after lap after lap.
That was fun.
We lost count. I mean, it was like, I don't know, 8 or 10 times there, man.
Yeah, I mean, that was really fun to do. It's good to know that you can do that with some people. Even though there was that wreck that we had down the backstretch, which in my opinion, I was right behind it. He came up into Gillen, and it pushed him up into Rolo, and the whole wreck ensued from there. But as far as going and doing sliders on each other, he was doing it to me, I was doing it to him, Cohen was doing it to all of us. It was just whoever. It was just all fighting for clean air, and it was just 3 and 4. You can really toss it in and it'll stick. It was freer as far as how the car drove on that side of the track. 1 and 2, it got really, really pushy on the nose. So it was harder to do that. So if you were able to capitalize a run down the back, and then, you got to try to guess where they're going to go and block down the front. It's so hard to do that with how wide the track is and it curves and all that. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was fun as hell to watch you guys and call this thing. It was one of those races where we forgot that we're supposed to be calling it, and we were just like, oh my God, watch this guy. And, it was fun to watch, man. But congratulations again on the win. Now, I want your perspective. I mean, I raced A-Open this week myself. I love this package. I had a blast. I got a victory. I won one race. I finished 5th in another one, 6th in another one. So, I loved it. But as a fixed setup racer that won tonight, how do you feel about this new package?
I'm still not a big fan of it. This package.
Come on,
sucks.
Dave! It's awesome.
I don't like it. I know it makes the racing good because we're all bunched up and we're side by side a lot and everything, but I'm still, and kind of like what we were talking about earlier in the season, I'm still a bit of an enthusiast. I like the build that we had as far as in the service. The beginning of the year where you have more horsepower and you don't have this high drag package and stuff. It just, it produces good racing, but it's just we're all stacked onto one another, and it doesn't make it fun as far as being in the seat goes. I just wish we had more horsepower, lower downforce, and softer tires, and get these cars off the ground, and that'll make the racing better in general, because then we'll have a lot of tire management.
Sounds like we need to have a discussion with the iRacing team about maybe making like an Aero 88 mod like we had in NASCAR.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome. Remember that?
Can't go back to the olden days. We just kind of try to do the best we can with what we got, and just hope that NASCAR on their end is making the right decisions for what's going to be good in the future for us.
I hear you. Well, this is the part of the interview that I've done with you so damn many times I almost lip sync with you. Do you have anybody you want to thank for your victory tonight, Dave?
Yeah, I've got a couple of people I want to thank. Everybody at Aftermath Motorsports, my teammates, Adam Gillen, Justin Fuller, EJR Work, Trey Edson. Hate it for Fuller there, and and Trey with the Dash for Cash stuff, they got hit pretty hard. So Fuller was he was kind of the odds-on favorite going in to get the overall win on the $60 bonus with that. So, but I'm happy that we kept it in our team as far as winning that. So thank you to all those guys and sponsors on the car. RacingBiz.com, as always, we all know. Go to Facebook, search up RacingBiz.com every Thursday and every Tuesday as well. We're doing auctions at 7 p.m. Eastern. So you got real cool NASCAR or just in general racing, die-casts, hero cards, trading cards, T-shirts, hats, all kinds of really cool stuff there. So go check them out, RacingBiz.com. Carolina Doors and Windows for being on the hood and supporting us. Monster Energy, Gary Mercer Trucking, JDR Graphics for painting my cars. You guys for broadcasting, Sim500, all the admins, and Transervice for putting on and sponsoring our series, and all the fans out there watching. Appreciate you guys.
Damn, Dave, it sounds like you've done this a couple of times before.
Yeah, maybe once or twice.
Oh, congratulations again on the victory, buddy. And just on a personal note, even though you and I have our issues on track, it is such a freaking joy to watch you wheel this Cup car, dude. I don't know why you don't like this package.
I just don't own it good enough. We owned it tonight, though.
Yeah, you did, brother. Well, congratulations again, folks. That's David Comstock, driver of the number 42 Chevy Camaro. I would try to name your sponsors, Dave, but I ain't got that much oxygen left in my lungs, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Congratulations. Well, there you have it, Don. That was our victory lane interview. And, man, I'll tell you what, this race was just I'm probably going to wind up watching the replay my damn self,
Yeah, that was a great race. I can't wait to actually go back and watch this.
Absolutely. Well, just a couple of final notes real quick. We had 134 laps tonight, folks. Only 6 cautions, believe it or not, for 23 laps under caution, excuse me. It was a great race. We had a lot of lead changes. You want to take a wild guess, Donna, how many lead changes we had?
25.
And 37 lead changes.
Wow. That's
yes, sir.
Impressive.
That's damn near like 1 every 4 laps.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it was a great race. So there you have it, folks. That was the Transervice Cup Series from Kansas Motor Speedway. I tell you what, you don't get much better than that. And next week, I believe, where are they going to be at next week? I don't have them right in front of me.
I'm not really sure, honestly.
I know that the official races will be at Iowa, but I don't think that's where they're going.
I don't think that's where they're going in Sim500.
But I know who can answer it. Hold on. Hey, Joey.
Hey, buddy.
I accidentally closed the website. Where are we at next week?
Charlotte, because we're taking off Memorial Weekend.
Roger that. Well, there you have it, folks. By the way, say hi, Joey. We got you on the broadcast a little bit here.
Hello, how's everybody doing? Did I have a fun broadcast tonight? It was interesting, wasn't
Man, Joey, this was one hell of a show. Go back and watch the replay. It will not bore you at all.
Well, TeamSpeak's not boring me at all either, so it had to be a great race.
Let me tell you, man, I don't know if you saw this yet or not, but y'all had 37 lead changes tonight.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, it was, new package, and, unfortunately, we got some guys that are upset, and, it's just part of it. Everybody's racing hard, but, what do you do? I mean, these cars are on top of each other, and, I don't know. We just got to get everybody used to what we're doing here, and, as the race went on, tires did give up a little bit, and everybody kind of moved to the top of the track. So, like I said, a couple weeks of driving this stuff, I think we'll put on a decent race, a little bit better race. Not that tonight was terrible.
No, not at all. Trust me, it was not terrible at all, man. But look, we're gonna let you get back to business down there. Thanks for stopping in and clarifying where we're gonna be next week.
Yep, thanks, guys.
There you have it, folks. They're gonna be at Charlotte next week, Don. So this is going to be another awesome race next week. So before we leave, you got any final thoughts for here at Kansas?
Nah, just a great race here at Kansas. I look forward to Charlotte in this package. I think it's going to be some great race, and I think we're going to see a lot of the same.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully they'll hold in the daytime so the track gets a little slicker. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up for us here at the Sim Racing Network. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search the Sim Racing Network. And I'm sorry, I got fussed at there. I have no idea what he was talking about, though. Don, you want to help me out?
You're good. You're doing fine.
Okay. Well, anyway, folks, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you join us next week for Charlotte Motor Speedway. Cup package should be grand, freaking awesome. For myself, Don Runkle Jr., and down in the van, Aaron Grosskopf, I'm John Mush. And remember, when you're out on the roads, put the phone down. You can wait until you get where you're going to text, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever the hell it is you're going to do with that thing. Love each other, smile more often, and God bless each and every one of you. I'm John Mushin. Y'all have a good night.